We love you. We thank God for you. May I pray for you that your finances would increase, that God would open up doors, that God would open up doors, God would open up, God. How many men in this room have somebody related to you locked up? Look around you. Hold your hands up. Leave them up. Look around you.
In 2000, Bishop prophesied over me that my finances would increase, that God would bless me beyond measure, economically and spiritually. He said our young men are selling drugs. They're going into corrupt businesses, but you're just a sign of what God can do. I was released from prison on a 28-hour bus ride home. I had a dream, but didn't know how I was going to reach that dream, and my spirit and heart was basically broken.
He wanted to open a school and help men that were coming out of prison to get a good job, because a lot of felons cannot get jobs.
But when I got that tape series, it was like feeding my soul. I would listen to it every day, in the mornings and at night, and that kept the faith in me and kept me believing that someday things were going to get better.
T.D. Jakes constantly plays in his office. He has his little portable DVD, and T.D. Jakes is constantly playing.
Last week we were went to the woman's prison and judged a contest with Oprah Winfrey's daddy. Mr. Winfrey was there because we want to rehabilitate some of the ones that have been put in there. We want them to come out and do better when they get out.
If you go into his office, before you even talk to him, you need to turn down some tapes that he's listening to, Bishop Jakes. Bishop Jakes gives him a sense of comfort.
I was selling drugs full-time and going to college full-time. In October the 12th, 1993, they had a drug bust, over 28 pounds of pure cocaine. And they were charging me with conspiracy to distribute cocaine. So I left town to evade arrest. And after about a month of running from the police, I finally turned myself in. My bond was $250,000. My sister's bond was $250,000 also. Although she was not dealing any drugs, she was guilty by association. And I was in the county jail for 6 months. And then the FBI came and took the case from Metro Police. And they told me I was facing 30 years to life. And they lowered my bond, so I was actually able to get out. But they put an electronic monitor on my ankle. And I stayed out for about a year doing the case, and then finally I went back to court with a public defender. While I was locked up the first 6 months, I started back reading my Bible, because I had been in church all my life because my father was a minister. I just started believing in God. If he freed Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego out of the fiery furnace, or Daniel out of the lion's den, I was thinking, well, maybe God will work for me. He can, perform a miracle for me. On my sentencing, I told the judge that I was sorry for what I had done, and I took full responsibility for everything that had happened, and I had no one to blame but myself. And I asked him to give me a second chance at life, and I told him I had been praying to God that God would speak to his heart to give me a second chance, because my life was in his hands. I ended up getting 30 months, and not only that, they gave me a 6-month boot camp where they select 200 people a year at over 100,000. After I went to boot camp, I was released November 15th, 1995. When I got out, I was living at the Federal Halfway House, and I enrolled back in college, and I started working in the campus salon because I had a barber license. People started coming, getting eyebrow arches and haircuts, and our business grew from that, and it was $10 a head, and I saved that money. After a year, I graduated, cutting hair also, and then I purchased a barber shop and worked there for a while. But then I had a dream always to open my own school where I could give back to the community and help people. Now I'm still giving back to the community and helping people. My school is my ministry. We graduate over 600 people, and basically we minister to people. We help them find jobs. We give them a trade that will last them a lifetime.
To tell you to maximize the moment, that you can be anybody, that you are not what people say you are, that you can do all things through Christ. May I pray for you that your finances would increase, that God would open up doors, that he would strengthen you spiritually and economically, and that you would become a sign to what God can do with what this nation is throwing away. I pray in the name of Jesus that God would open up the windows of heaven as you serve him and pour you out supernatural blessings that you won't have room enough to receive.
As you can see, this industry has changed my life, and it has actually saved my life. I'm just so happy and excited to be able to bring forth this project that we've been working on. I've been in this industry over 26 years. You know how barbers and stylists are frustrated and overwhelmed with trying to attract customers and build a brand and market their products and market their business. This guide solves that. We have implemented systems and strategies and tips from some of the most successful barbers all over the world. So if you know a barber, a stylist, or if you are in the beauty industry, this will be one of the most important guides that you will ever see. I ask that you please help fund this project so we can change the world of barbering and styling and help those that are frustrated with trying to attract customers. Thank you.